What's up, everybody? Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Spicy Adventures. I realized I haven't done a review on a little bit more recent mod I did, and let me tell you about it. It's these Bonoss 20 millimeter spacers that I have installed. If you can see right here, a lot of mosquitoes out, so excuse my hands flailing. But yeah, I installed these 20 millimeter Bonoss wheel spacers, and I have only put them on when I run the stock wheels to give them a little bit more of a presence. And I absolutely love the way they make the stock wheels poke out and sit flush with the wheel well. As you can see, some people are running plus 20s in the front and plus 25s in the rear because the rear is a little bit wider, but I didn't want to run a staggered set like that because it's a front-wheel drive car. I think if you stagger in the front, you don't stagger in the rear, you know what I mean? Because you want more traction in the front. But I think they look absolutely gorgeous. I hope the camera's picking this up well. It is a little bit dark right now, but these spacers definitely give the car a more aggressive look. On the back pattern of the spacer, there's like an X for cooling. So that's a really neat little trick that they do. They seem very high quality, and you don't need to cut your studs or anything. You just slap them on, torque them down to 94 foot-pounds, and then just put on your lugs onto the spacer studs, and you are good to go. And I bought these red steel lug nuts as well, just to kind of give it a little better look, like a little flavor. I felt like there was too much black going on right there, and I wanted to offset it a little bit with some red. Of course, some of you guys know I have the white 18-inch NKs, the RTC5s that I run sometimes. But lately I've been really liking the stock wheel look with these spacers. So yeah, no complaints at all. I absolutely love the way that the 19s look on this car. I think the 19s match the body a lot better than the 18s, but guys, running down Highway 9 there, I think the 19s give it the perfect look. The FK8, the previous gen, had the 20s, and I feel like the 19s are just about perfect on it. I like the 18s, definitely going to use the 18s for the track, but these 19s are just, man, they look so good. And I want to get a third set of wheels, and I'm debating if I'm going to get like another set of stock wheels and just powder coat them like a different color, probably bronze or something, or gold or something, right? And be able to run another set of wheels. 3 sets is quite a bit, but I like switching wheels and tires on my own. I think it's part of the fun in having a car and changing up the look. So yeah, Bonoss 20 millimeter spacers, you guys. There's other brands out there, of course, obviously, but I went with these because there's quite a bit of reviews on them, and they're reasonably priced at around 200 bucks for a set. Yeah, and they are beefy feeling, and yeah, they don't stick or anything like that, like to the rotor or anything. So yeah, they come off super easy. Once you get the lugs off of them, they just slide right off. So, oh man, spacers really make a big difference on the stock wheels. They don't look so sunken in. Now it does change the driving dynamic a little bit. It's not the steering is a little more heavy now because the wheels stick out a little wider, but nothing that hinders the way it drives or anything like that. You know, it just has a little bit of a different steering feel to me anyway. The rear end still rotates, the front end still grips. You know, there's still immediate turn in, whether I'm driving on sport or comfort or plus R steering. It all feels really good still, and there's no worries about, you know, steering feel. They don't rub or anything on my Swift Springs setup, on my ride height setup here. I don't get any rubbing at all with plus 45 with these plus 20 millimeter spacers. The stock wheels are plus 60, so the spacers make it a plus 40 now, which is, you know, just perfect. My NKs are plus 45, but with the stock wheel setup now, with, you know, plus 60 with 20 millimeter spacers, again, you know, 60 minus 40 is 20, right? Or 60 minus 20 is 40, I'm sorry. So then you end up getting, you know, like a plus 40 offset, and yeah, it's pretty delightful. Yeah, I like it a lot. So yeah, well, you know, if the Bonoss spacers or any other type of spacers is something you're thinking about doing on your FL5, because you like the stock wheels so much, but you just want them to look a little better, sit a little more flush, look a little more aggressive, I would highly suggest getting these spacers in general. But again, like I said, there are other brands out there that are probably just as good, but I really like the way that these are set up, especially with the X pattern on the back that allows it to have some cooling effect, because it allows air to pass through the back of them, you know, to cool off the plates. So that's a really nice touch by Bonoss. Well, yeah, just a short video today, you guys. So hope you guys enjoy the way that the FL5 looks with these Bonoss spacers. Bonoss is the way it is spelled. So if that's something you guys are looking and doing in your FL5, I say give it a shot, and yeah, see if you like the results. You know, a lot of guys run plus 15, plus 20, and plus 25. So those are the three popular sizes. I went right in the middle with the plus 20 because I felt like that was perfect for me. I didn't want the wheels to stick out past the fender. I just want it, you know, just slightly tucked, which I think this is just perfect the way it is. It is just tucked enough. You know, it's almost flush, just tucked, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, you guys, thanks for joining this short episode of Spicy Adventures. Tomorrow I get my first oil change. I'm taking it to the dealer for the first one, just so they can do some inspection on it and, you know, check it out. I don't have a lift or anything, or I don't have like the right jack right now or anything. So, you know, my old jack worked perfect for my FG2, but I definitely need to get a better jack for, and jack stands for this car. So that's what I'm looking at getting. I found a jack, a very low profile creeper jack that I want to get, and I'm probably going to get just some those block stands that you put on the tires. So yeah, the race ramps they're called. But yeah, if you guys have any input on race ramps, let me know. You know, are they worth spending the $200 for race ramps? But yeah, until the next episode, you guys, have a good one. Peace.